Juice, I'm doing absolutely wonderful. Thank you for asking. Smooth Cave, how you guys doing? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. It's your boy Recap. We got a special guest as well. We'll show that in a second. Thank you guys for being here for our NFL predictions video. We're getting started in 1 minute. Thank you, Juice, for being here. I know it's kind of impromptu. I did say I was going to do this, but not live, but you know how things go. So, we here. Why is your name in pink? I don't know. It's a good question. I just broadcast. I don't handle that shit. Recap the GOAT. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and get started with this. Welcome in, everybody. This is your boy Retro Recap. To your left, to your right, none other than my guy. Give it up for Jay the Kid.
Hello?
And actually, hold up, we gotta fix one thing, Jay. Hold up, they probably didn't even hear you because my speaker audio was coming through. Can y'all see? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me, Trey? Hold on, I'm sorry. Just telling Jay is always something else. All right, Jay the Kid. You can hear Jay the Kid. Sound the alarm for Jay the Kid. Clap it up for Jay the Kid. Yes. We are here live. Thank you, Tiffy Be the Great. Welcome in. We are here live to talk sports, particularly NFL sports. So you guys may know the NFL season is literally days away. I'm excited because I feel like my team can make it all the way. I know Jay's excited because his team went to the playoffs last year and they got a good chance to get to the Super Bowl. So guess what? We're going to talk football. So that collaboration is here. We're going to have a good time. Jay, what's goody with you, my guy?
What's good? What's good? I'm just chilling, man. Ready to talk some ball.
All right, bet. That's the best. So what we're going to do, we're going to run down. You know, me showing up at work means I know we absolutely love you, Tiffy. We absolutely do. We absolutely adore you. You know that, right? You know that, right? We absolutely adore you. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna run down team by team, division by division. I'm gonna give my opinion. Jay's gonna give his opinions, and we're gonna come up with a record. So as we talked earlier, me and Jay did, there are 18 weeks in the season. 17 games played. It used to be 17 weeks, 16 games played, but they added an extra game a couple years ago. I think it was in 2021 they added an extra game.
It was in 2020.
Was it
when they had that?
Was it 2020? Was it 2020 or 2021?
One of those 2 years.
I think it was 2021. I think it was 2021. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. They add extra game, so it's 18 weeks. All right, let's go ahead and start off first. So we're gonna start off with the AFC East. Actually, Jay, I'm gonna let you go. So actually, I'll go first. I'll start this off. Just to make it easy. So the AFC East was won last year by the Buffalo Bills, and so it was Bills, Dolphins. Did the Patriots finish last year? I think they did. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Patriots. The Patriots were last. No, the Jets were last. I'm sorry, the Jets were terrible last year.
Yeah, the Jets were last.
Yeah, the Jets were terrible last year. They actually started off pretty good, and I think
pretty solid.
Yeah, and then they had quarterback issues, right? They had Zach Wilson. Yeah, he was trying. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, talk your shit.
No, I mean I'm saying they had a good little run, and then just like the quarterback issue, Zach Wilson just started underperforming, then ended up getting benched and all that.
Yeah.
They had something going, and then once they had something going, it just all came crashing down.
Right, exactly. So I know we're talking about the Buffalo Bills, but real quick about the division, the Jets got Aaron Rodgers now, so they looking to right the ship. And now they feel like they have their quarterback of the future. But the Buffalo Bills. So, Buffalo Bills, we all know since Josh Allen's been there, they've been a playoff team. Their defense at times, one of the years, Josh Allen, I don't know, it was 2020, whatever year, defense really good. Defense last year had moments. There was issues between Stephon Diggs and ownership about wanting to play. I think did he have to be traded? I don't know if he has to be traded, but I know he was having some issues with.
I heard anything for him being traded, but there were some issues going on, especially how they finished last year as well. When they had that playoff game against the Bengals, they just didn't play well. Stephon Diggs was just like, he came to Josh Allen just like, come on, like we got to pick it up. And that was like my first time seeing them two really, go at it. Which I understand from Diggs' perspective, but like, that's just not just the way you want to go out. Especially them coming to your stadium in the snow, and they just put on the performance they did on you, like on the Bills. It just leaves some things in question.
Right, and think about it. You would think that that the snow would be an advantage for the Bills. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's upstate New York type of weather for what the hell was that? Hold up. Some ad just popped up on my screen. Woo, that was loud. Okay. All right, but okay. So let's run down the Bills' schedule. Me and Jay, we're gonna come up with a wins record. So I'm just gonna run down the schedule, and then you tell me what you think after each team that I mentioned. So okay, so week 1 they're playing the New York Jets. They're going to the New York Jets. What do you see that as a win? So this is Aaron Rodgers' first game. He's home. He's got. Aaron Rodgers he's got some new receivers. He's got Adam Lazard.
Yeah, Adam Lazard, Garrett Wilson, Randall Cobb went to him. You got the tight end, I think CJ Uzama.
Mm-hmm.
Had one other receiver as well, but it's just new faces and all that. But I'm really excited to see Garrett Wilson play this year.
Yeah, I am too, and the Jets feel like they was one good quarterback away from winning it all. That defense was that good. Their defense was really good last year.
It was just the offense just couldn't keep up.
The offense just couldn't handle its own business. That's really what it comes down to. All right, so we're not gonna run down each team, I'm just gonna read the teams they play. So they play the Jets. Week 2 they play Las Vegas Raiders. Week 3 they play at the Commanders. Week 4, home against Miami. Week 5, technically, I guess an away game is at London against the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's going to be a good game because Jacksonville is pretty going to be good. Week 6, they play your New York Giants in Buffalo. Week 7 against the Patriots. 8, Buccaneers. 9 at Cincinnati, which is going to be a tough game. Cincinnati and them, they always play tough games. And like you just mentioned earlier, that's going to be a revenge game for the Bills because Cincinnati walked up in your shit and took what they wanted.
Definitely.
So that's going to be a good game. Then they play against Denver with a new look Russell Wilson, Sean Payton duo. That's going to be interesting. Then they play the Jets again in Buffalo at Philly. That's going to be a good game against the reigning NFC champion. That's going to be a good one. Week 13 is their bye week. Then they play at Kansas City, which is going to be another tough game because you're going to Kansas City. Then you play Dallas. You play at the Chargers. Then you play New England. And then you finish out the season at Miami. So, real quick, I'm going to tell you, so the tough games that they got at Miami.
At Cincinnati.
You play at Cincinnati. You play at Kansas City. So, you're talking about a Dolphins team that's going to be really good with Tyreek Hill. This depends on how Tua stays healthy. Thank you, Conscious Beauty, for the 12 months. Baby, I appreciate that. Thank you. At Miami, at Kansas City, at Cincinnati, you play at the Chargers, and you play the Cowboys. That's a tough schedule. That's a tough schedule.
But with the one with Kansas City is the one especially I'm excited about because you said they play at Kansas City, right?
And that's late in the season. That's week 14.
And so if you look at the matchups in the past, it's like in the playoffs, Kansas City wins, but in the regular season, the Bills have won. I think how many times have they played against each other at Kansas City the past 2 seasons? I know what season it was. Was it last season or season?
I think it was 2021.
Yeah.
Was it 2021? I think it was. I do know that they play good games. Like that one playoff game a couple years ago was wild when they came back in overtime when Patrick Mahomes did Superman shit. That was wild. Yeah. That was wild.
I'm sitting here. I was at my parents'. I'm just sitting at the edge. I'm just like, what am I watching right now?
Yeah, yeah. It went from the Bills going to the Super Bowl, going to the AFC champ to them, the game being tied up to Patrick Mahomes winning the game, getting the field goal. It was crazy. I was like, what is happening here? What is happening here? So, all right. So, this is gonna be tough because they play in a good division. Every team in that division is capable of winning games. We know the Dolphins gonna be good. We know the Jets should be good. Patriots. Now that Matt Patricia is not the the offensive coordinator anymore, which I don't know why a defensive coordinator was ever a offensive coordinator. I think the Patriots is going to be better. So their own division is going to be tough. Then you talk about like Kansas City. Then you got to play at Cincinnati. So I'm going to say wins wise. I'm seeing the Kansas City probably going to be an L. I'm seeing Cincinnati might be an L.
Yeah, I'm about to say Kansas City and Cincinnati. I would say both of them. They're gonna be good games.
They're gonna be good games.
Yeah, I feel like especially with Cincinnati. I feel like that game, the Bills are gonna come with an edge. They're gonna. I mean, they booted them from the playoffs in an embarrassing style, so they're definitely gonna have that edge. But I feel like it's gonna be both hard-fought games, and I would definitely give Kansas City and Cincinnati a win against the Bills.
Okay, let's fuck it. Let's actually run through this because this is gonna be good. So let's run through game by game here. All right. Okay. So week 1 at New York Jets. Is that a win for the Buffalo Bills or an L for you?
I'm gonna give the Bills the win, the opening win against the Jets.
Okay, so you're giving them W.
Yeah, I'm giving them a win.
Okay, all right. So here's what I'm gonna say about this. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Appreciate y'all coming in. Here's what I'm gonna say about this. With Aaron Rodgers being new to the Jets, I don't know what to expect on the first week. I don't know what to expect. Like, I know over the course of the season they're gonna be good, but your first test is now. Granted, it is at home, so you should have the advantage. But because it's a new offense, even though he do got some receivers there that he's familiar with, and the offensive coordinator is reunited with him in New York, right? I think the guy from the Broncos that got fired is now
Nathaniel Hackett.
Hackett is with the Jets, right? So
yeah.
So what's up, City Jones? Thank you for coming in, baby. Yeah, Nathaniel Hackett is the offensive coordinator, so there's a familiarity there. So it may not be too much that he has to adjust to. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna go and say. I'm gonna say the Jets win that game, and that's crazy for me to say that because because if there's ever a game that they could lose, it would be the first one, because it's a fresh offense. But I don't know. I think the Jets. That defense is really good. That defense is really good. So I'm gonna say week 1. I'm gonna say that's an L for the Bills, and you saying it's a W. Okay.
Yeah. It's hard for me. I'm pretty close to 50-50 on it, but I'm just saying I'm only going with giving the Bills because even though how they fell off, and even though they still had an iffy near the end of the season, I'm just going off. They're more of a more stable team. Like they have a lot of the pieces still put together, the chemistry and all that, and that's why I'm giving. And Josh Allen's that dude, and so is Aaron Rodgers. But I'm just giving the Bills a little bit of an edge on this one.
Okay, fair enough. Can y'all, everybody in the chat, can y'all hear Jada Kid like loud? Is he good? Is his audio good? Okay, we're gonna keep moving though. Week 2 for the Bills, they play at home against the Las Vegas Raiders. What do you think? Is that an L or a W for the Bills?
I'm giving that a W for the Bills.
I am too. Jimmy Garoppolo is the new quarterback for the Raiders, right?
Yeah, he's the quarterback for the Raiders, and I feel like they still have a lot of holes in their defense as well. Yeah. Their
offense should be good though, but the Raiders defense, probably gonna be some issues there.
Devontae Adams is still gonna show out regardless.
Oh yeah, he's gonna put numbers up on the board. He's gonna put numbers on the board. Absolutely, he's gonna put numbers on the board. Okay. All right, so then All right, so we're gonna both give the Bills a W for week 2 against the Raiders, and it's a home game, so yeah, should gotta be a win. All right, week number 4 at Washington Commanders. Now the Washington Commanders gonna be pretty good this year.
I'm not gonna lie, Washington is, especially their defense.
Yeah,
they got like Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, Chase Young. I think they reconstructed their contract with some other defensive end from Mississippi State that they got, man. Montez Sweat.
Yeah. But Chase Young got something to play for because they didn't give him a fifth. They gave him he's on his last year of his deal, right?
Yeah, he's on his last year of it, I think, on his rookie contract.
Yeah, so he's got something to play for. I know we're not talking about the Commanders, but he got something to play for. So that might not. I mean, they now. I don't know how much a home field advantage that Washington is, because I feel like their fans that's not a home field advantage to me. So
yeah.
even with.
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, the stadium is one of the most blandest stadiums, and I've been there before, and it's nothing. Like FedEx Field is not. FedEx. Yeah, I live in Maryland. DC, Maryland ain't that far away.
Man,
and FedEx Field is nothing. I promise you, if you've never been there, you're not missing it. FedEx Field is nothing.
Okay.
So, but even with that being said, Commanders are going to be good. Eric Bieniemy, I still think the Bills should win this game.
Yeah, I'll give it to the Bills as well.
Yeah, I give the Bills a win. All right, so we both give them a W. All right, week 4 is against the Dolphins. They're home at the Dolphins. This is going to be a good game. This is going to be a good game because who the hell is going to stop Tyreek Hill and what's the other guy? What's the other receiver's name? Jalen Waddle. Yeah, who's going to stop that? And they picked up Jalen Ramsey on defense.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, Jalen Ramsey's he's gonna be out because he's injured, so he's not gonna be able to even play that game. So he's gonna be out for the first few weeks of the season.
Is he missing the first 4 games? Is he on injured reserve?
Yeah, he's on IR right now. He's not even gonna be. He's not gonna be ready for the beginning of the season.
So I think the way IR they oh shit, what the hell was that? Thank you. I don't know. I heard an alert from something, but thank you for that. Whoever did that. I think IR. I think you missed the first 4 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Is that how that works? IR? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Okay. Oh, nonetheless, this is gonna be a good game. Now, do I think the Bills can win this game? Sure they can. It's at home. Do I think they're gonna win this game? Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Jalen Ramsey. I think the Bills are gonna win this game. It's a home game. I think they're gonna win this game.
I'll give it the Bills as well because I just feel like they're gonna. I feel like Tua gonna show up because we could see Tua can play some ball, but it's come down, the issues, with his throwing power, accuracy, and his durability. Like he went through so much last year. Like
that concussion shit was wild, and the fact that they put him back in the following week in concussion protocol was even crazier. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Because, I feel like if Tua's good, I hope nothing happens, but, if Tua's in the game, they have a shot of, being a good team Dolphins-wise. But, without Tua, obviously the Bills, I feel like it's going to walk it down. But with this game, I'll give the Bills. But, like you said, who's going to stop Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle? That's two of the fastest players in the league. One of them is the fastest player.
Fuck, in the league, didn't Tyreek Hill with 1,500 yards last year? He had his best season in terms of yardage.
I think I might have to go back and look, but yeah, he still
balled. He balled.
Yeah.
Even with the all over the place at quarterback, because they had a couple people in there when Tua was out. He still balled.
I remember people saying "Oh, Tyreek's not going to be good." His production was only Patrick Mahomes and all that. And then you look at what he did last year with a quarterback that went through so much distress and several quarterback changes. Tyreek Hill is still that guy.
Oh yeah. Because he's faster than everybody. Who's going to guard him? He's faster than everybody in the league. So if it comes down, you're going to have to put a single high safety to double team him, and he's still better. He's still better than you. You know what I'm saying? You can't play man to man. He's going to burn you. If you put a single high safety, then he's drawing attention, and that's when Jalen Waddle eats. So like that's gonna be hard to stop. That's gonna be hard to stop. Like you said, it's a matter if Tua can get him the ball, and can Tua stay healthy. It's really gonna come down to. So, but I'm gonna say for this, I'm gonna give this a win for the Buffalo Bills. What do you?
I'll give it a win for the Bills as well.
Okay, bet. That's a bet. Okay, week 5. This is a good one. They played the Jaguars in London. What are your thoughts? What's up, Reaper?
This one right here, because I think the Jags can definitely make some noise this year. In the last year, the way that finished, the Jags beat the Bills in Jacksonville, but this one's in London. So it's like
you're right.
Jacksonville is a good team. They're a sleeper team, and like they have shown flashes where they can be really good. Like that playoffs game against the Chargers, where they came back from a 28.
Oh, they was down by so much, yo. That was crazy.
I remember I was watching the game, and then at halftime I was like, "Oh, this game in the bag." And I came at the fourth quarter, and it was, they came back, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
But at I like Doug Peterson, and I feel like Trevor Lawrence can take, this is a big year for him and stuff like that. And so this one right here, I feel like this is gonna be a good team because they got Ridley's back, they got weapons on offense. Travis Etienne is a good running back. And their defense, the defense can show up if they show up. So
right.
This one right here, this one is a tough one. Honestly,
it is because it's a neutral playing field as well. Like you're talking about no team really has an advantage home field wise. Now we're just talking about whose roster is better. Now, of course, with these predictions that we're making, we're talking about the team being healthy. Except the ones that are confirmed out at this time. Like you said, last game with Jalen Ramsey, like we know he's not playing that game. But assuming the roster's healthy, this is what we're talking about here because there is no home field advantage. Which team is better? Now, based on what I saw last year, the Jaguars have a really good team. I can see the and they usually, for the most part, they usually play good when they play in London. I don't know what their exact record is. They spanked my Ravens a couple years ago in London. I think this is a win for the Jaguars, honestly.
Like I said,
Trevor Lawrence can ball.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence can ball, but at the same time, Josh Allen can as well. So it's just like it's just difficult for me to. Really
whose defense is better, in your opinion?
Defensive wise, I would say, man, I'll give it the. If I wanted to pick a defense, I would pick the Bills defense.
Okay.
Like I would pick the Bills defense over the Jaguars defense, but it's nothing against the Jaguars defense. I feel like they're really good.
Okay.
But at the same time, when they first few games of the season last year, the Jags defense didn't look good. But this is a different defense, And with the Jaguars defense specific, they got that number overall pick. Was it Trayvon Walker? I want to see what he does this year. He was the number 1 overall pick, and last year he didn't live up to the expectations. So I was just like, with him in specific, can he take this next step this year to really prove, I'm that number 1 overall pick?
Right. Okay. So what would you give this game for the Bills?
I would. I'm gonna take the Bills.
Okay, you taking Bills. Okay, you taking Bills. I'm taking the Jaguars that game because I just think with it being a neutral field, I mean if this was in Buffalo, I would probably say Buffalo, but neutral field, and I like the way the Jaguars played last year. And Doug Peterson is a go for it all type of coach. You saw in that Super Bowl, he pulled all the stops and that like all kinds of trick plays. Like Doug Peterson is that guy, and I like the way he galvanized the troops. Like I didn't think when the Chargers had that big ass lead in that playoff game, I had no idea that the Jaguars was gonna come back and win that game. No idea. So I like what I'm seeing. I don't know what additions they made on offense, but I like Trevor Lawrence's development, and I like where they're going. They're going to be in the playoffs too, but I'm gonna say that's a win for the Jaguars. Okay, this is a good one for you. Week 6 against your New York Giants. Now this is in Buffalo though, and this is a primetime game on NBC. What do you think? Bills Giants.
Bills and Giants. Obviously, fan-wise, I'm a root for my Giants. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, realistically, like anybody can beat at any given time. But I would give this one. I would give it the Bills.
You give the Bills? Okay.
Yeah, I would give the Bills. Even though I would like the Giants to win, but I feel like just offensive wise, how I know how our defense is, we don't have the best secondary besides from Xavier McKinney and Dory Jackson. And Dory Jackson, he's pretty inconsistent. So I feel like we can get overpowered on the defense. And even though the Bills aren't very good at running the ball, we aren't.
They barely choose to run the ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't really choose to run the ball either. But I feel like if they run the ball, if there's a game that they will try to, I feel they would try to go against us because we aren't very good at stopping the run either.
Right.
So I've a lot of issues on the defensive side. Like even if we perform well on the offensive side, I feel I definitely see ourselves struggling on the defensive end point. So that's why I'll give it the Bills over the Giants.
Oh yeah, because I'm looking at what the Bills have. You have Stephon Diggs. You have Gabe Davis, who's been there for a few years now. I mean, you got pieces there. You got they got the tight end I like, Knox. Knox is another good tight end. They have weapons that the Giants gonna have to cover, but it's one of those things where the Giants' weakness versus one of the Bills' weakness. Who wins? Because the Bills don't run the ball because they feel like Josh Allen is their end all be all. He slings the ball, and Josh Allen can take off too. So we'll see what the game plan is. I'm gonna say Bills, only because I feel like the Giants on the road, and I just don't think they have enough star power to hang with the Bills. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I just don't think they're gonna win. I'm gonna say Bills. You say Bills?
Yeah, I'd say Bills.
All right. Week 7, they go at New England.
At New England,
I don't think I need to elaborate on this one. I mean, New England's cool, but I think Buffalo wins this game.
Yeah, Buffalo, I'll take Buffalo. I feel like the Bills they're gonna overpower.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I guess I'll elaborate on what's his name? What's the quarterback's name? I'm drawing a blank. Mac Jones. Yeah, you don't know which Mac Jones you're gonna get week by week with him. Yeah. I mean, of course, the offensive coordinator was Matt Patricia last year, who was known as a defensive guy, like I said. But Mac Jones also has his culpability in some of the things he do. Like one week he'll look like the Alabama version. The next week he looks like a guy that don't belong in the league with all the turnovers that he does sometimes. Like, people liked him because he was a pure pocket passer, but you have to realize in today's age of football, just saying you're a pocket passer means nothing. A quarterback nowadays needs to be athletic, can run the ball, and make good decisions passing the ball. Just because you're a good pocket passer, if you're a sitting duck, you know what I'm saying, you don't offer anything other than just passing the ball. You need to be multi-talented. And I think Mac Jones being a sitting duck hurts the Patriots because I don't think his passing ability is A1 like he was drafted to be. At least I haven't seen it. He's shown flashes at times, but I don't see consistent.
His rookie year, yeah, I would say he did.
Rookie year, exactly. I think his rookie year was his best year.
I would say that.
So yeah, I agree. So okay, so we're saying Bills W.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Week 8 is against Tampa Bay. This is at home against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay don't have Brady no more. They got Baker Mayfield. They still got the receivers, but I still think the Bills should win this game.
Bills. I'll take the Bills.
I think the Bills should win this game. Yeah. Baker Mayfield is another one of those guys that's like you just don't know. You like he can be good, but you don't know which Baker Mayfield you're gonna get.
That slant was with Carolina. I mean, that was not good at all. And then when he had that one where he won when he was with a little bit with the Rams against the Raiders, where he had that last drive, game-winning drive. But nothing about the Buccaneers. I see really threatens the Bills. So I would definitely take the Bills.
I agree. I'll take that back. I mean, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, they present a threat to any defense because they can take the top off. I mean, they are big. Their catch radius is great. So I think their receivers present a problem, but I just don't think that's going to be enough. I don't. Because it's Baker Mayfield throwing the ball. I just don't know. He's weird. Like, he could be good, he could be bad. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm gonna still say Bills.
Yeah.
All right, you got Bills too. Okay. All right. Week 10, we got this. Oh, first of all, they got this is whoa. I didn't even peep this until just a second ago. They got 3 8 o'clock games in a row, back to back to back. So the Buccaneers game is 8 o'clock on Amazon. It feels weird even saying that these games are on Amazon now, but right, like football's on Amazon, dog. That's what we've gotten to now. That football's on Amazon now. It's weird. Week 8 is on Amazon, 8:15. Week 9 at Cincinnati, and then week 10 is at Denver. Did we wait? Hold on. Did we wait? We just did week 8, right? So okay, so week 9 was at Cincinnati. So this is the primetime game. This is the one we was kind of debating on. Cincinnati's had that number recently, and is at home. And you got Jamar Chase, Higgins, and Boyd, and Mixon. How do you stop that? I don't think the Bills have enough to stop that.
And then with the Bengals, you know, their offensive line group, they got Orlando Brown from the Chiefs, you know, holding it down. Then, you know, Joe Burrow, you know, a top 5 quarterback in the league. And then with the defensive wise, I mean, they lost Jesse Bates. They lost both their safeties, but I mean, I think they went and got some more DBs in the draft. And like, I feel like you said, the Bengals, you know, have had that number for a while, and I feel like once again, you know, I just feel like the Bengals are just going to take over again. They got to play at Cincinnati. And I feel like
isn't that a rematch game to when that DeMar Hamlin shit that happened last year? Because then they stopped the game, right?
They ended the game completely, and then they played again, you know, later in the playoffs.
They canceled that game, and then they played again, and then Cincinnati won that game. So really, reality, Buffalo hasn't beaten Cincinnati with this core of players since Joe Burrow got there. To my knowledge, they played the playoff game. They won that game. They may have won that regular season game, and then they went back and beat them in the playoffs. So really, since Joe Burrow's been there, Bills can't beat them.
Yeah.
So
that right there, I'm giving Cincinnati that win.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. You would think this would be the time for Buffalo to win. I don't see it though. I'm gonna say L. I'm gonna give it an L. All right, week 10 is against Denver Broncos. Sean Payton. Russell Wilson looks to be, I don't know, revamped. I guess I don't know what else to say. Like he played terrible last year.
I'm gonna be real with the Broncos wise. You know, they got Sean Payton. You know, he's trying to salvage, reevaluate. You know, get that offense going. Now, at this point in the season, I feel like when the Bills and the Broncos play, the way the Broncos are is going to solidify how the rest of the season goes. So if the Broncos don't have it going by the time they play the Bills, the game is already going to be decided. If Son can't fix Russell Wilson that offense, the Bills are going to blow by them. So that's why when we get to talk to Broncos, I'm back and forth with it because there's a chance for it to be good, but there's a chance for it just to repeat, you know, history to repeat itself. So
that Broncos defense is really good though.
Yeah, that defense is good.
That defensive line, they got players on that defense. They do.
Yeah, but you know the defense can only hold up so well. You know, it's just like the way when they played the Broncos when they played the Rams, the way the Rams played that game, I'm just like that Nickelodeon game that they had. I'm just like.
Now, can you say that one more time for the fans? That game was on Nickelodeon.
Yes, Nickelodeon.
Jay, this is what we've come to. That we're watching games on I'm watching football games on Nickelodeon. That's what we've come to.
I'm literally seeing Patrick Starr talking about football while the game's going on.
That doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound real To me, it doesn't sound real. Don't sound real at all to me.
I'm go all over the screen after these touchdowns and everything. I'm just like, what is this?
Exactly. For everybody in the chat, don't forget to like the video as well. Help me pay the bills around here. Don't forget to like. Each like gives me 1 cent to go towards BG&E. Keep the lights on. I can't do this without the lights, so please like the video. All right. So we're saying Week 10, Denver. Are we saying it's a W for? Well, I'm saying it's a W for Broncos. What do you, for Bills. What are you saying?
W for Bills.
All right. We don't know what Russell Wilson's going to look like, so that's the mystery there. Week 11, they get their revenge game. Well, it could be a revenge game depending on how you look at it. They play the Jets again, but this time it's in Buffalo. So I said it was an L Week 1 against the Jets. You said a W. So do you think that they're going to sweep the Jets?
I see them splitting. I see them split. Like this one, I give the Jets, because first of all, it's tough to beat a team twice.
Right.
Yeah, and I feel like, the Bills, they started sputtering every now and then, last year. And I feel like this game is going to be one of the games where this one's in Buffalo, right?
This one's in Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm going to say this one, I'm going to give it to the Jets. I feel like, the first time they played, had a close game, I feel like they're going to, reevaluate and be more prepared and walk into Buffalo. And I'm going to say Aaron Rodgers is going to come out that stadium with this win. Really?
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'll say this. We'll have more information about Aaron Rodgers because, like you said, we're talking about week 11 here. So we'll know what by this point we'll know what these teams are about. So there won't be no mystery like the Week 1 we could say it's a mystery. We don't know what to expect from Aaron Rodgers because that'll be literally his first game. So we don't know what to expect, but by Week 11, we should know what these teams look like. And in my personal opinion, I just feel like you're at home. This is from my opinion. I'm already predicting the Jets are going to win that Week 1. I don't see Buffalo allowing them to walk into their house and beat them again. So I'm going to give Buffalo a W there.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're saying you're saying that Buffalo's going to lose that game.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Jets walk out with that one.
Okay, bet. That's a bet. All right. Week 12 at Philly.
Ooh.
The defending NFC champ. That defensive line is filthy.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the Eagles don't got no weakness, and I bet Smooth's up in here right now because I know he's an Eagles
smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah, you got. I don't really have to go much because there's so much about the Eagles. Look, they're that team, and they got to go to Philly, and like in Philadelphia, you go there. It's a tough stadium. It's tough to come out there with the win. Like the fans, how that stadium is, man. You're gonna feel them fans.
Yeah, so they're some of the most ratchetest fans ever, but they're so passionate. Maybe that's the word passionate I should use. Passionate is what they are.
They're very passionate. So with just them playing in that environment, it's going to be difficult for the Jets to come out with the win. And Eagles are that team. I mean, they're the best team, I'll say, in the NFC. So I'm definitely going to take the Eagles on this one.
I agree. I don't see how they stop that defensive line. I mean, that defensive line got good pass rush, good run blocking. I mean, good run defense. They got the cornerback. What's the cornerback's name that was going to leave? He was going to leave. I'm drawing blanks right now.
The corner, Darius Slay.
Darius Slay, yeah. See, my man Jay, he knows. Yeah, he was going to leave because they was talking about him going to the Ravens, and then he was like, "No, Philly offered me more money, so I went back to Philly." But he's good.
I got released by him, and then he signed back with him.
Yeah, he got released. Exactly, he got released, and then he was a free agent, and then he came back. Exactly. So, yeah, Philly gonna be tough to beat. It's gonna be hard to find many games that Philly loses. I'm gonna have to say a L2 here. One is in Philly. I mean, that defense. We didn't even talk about the offensive side. Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders. Wait, Miles Sanders still play for the Eagles?
He's with the Panthers now.
Panthers, yeah, he's with the Panthers. They still got Brown, AJ Brown.
Yeah.
They got the yeah, exactly. So yeah, they're gonna be pretty hard to beat. I'm gonna say it's an L for Buffalo too, but that's not a bad L because Philly's gonna be good, so that's not a bad L. Like that's a game not too many people gonna win. Week 13 is their bye week. Week 14, at Kansas City. We talked about this earlier briefly. Kansas City primetime. Well, it was a 4:25 game. I mean, it's Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? They won a Super Bowl with Juju Smith-Schuster. They got Travis Kelce. They didn't they upgrade at wide receiver? Did they get any more wide receivers?
I know they have Sky Moore. They got Marquez Valley Scanton.
Scanton, yeah, from they used to play for the Packers. Yeah.
Travis Kelce. There's somebody else. They got Kadarius Toney from the Giants. Trying to see what else. But then, even though Kansas City, I mean, best team in the, they're that team. Even though, their defense is actually kind of lacking. I mean, it's Patrick Mahomes. Their offense is going to make up for what the defense doesn't. If defense allows something, the offense is going to make that up. And I feel like, I feel like that's going to be a good game. Like, but at the same time, I'm gonna give it to Kansas City.
Let me ask you a question. From a Kansas City point of view, do you feel like them losing Eric Bieniemy makes a big difference? Because a lot of people were saying, well, Andy Reid calls the plays anyway, so what difference do it make? But what is your take on that?
First, I would think, like, when I first saw that, I was just like, man, that might make make a difference. Because what year did he leave?
Well, this is the first year that he's gone from this team, Eric Bieniemy. He's with the Commanders now.
Oh, okay.
So this is his first year that he's been gone. So we don't know what the offense is going to look like, I guess. Because they say Andy Reid calls the plays, and he makes the plays. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it's really a drop-off. I don't know.
So I don't think it's going to be a drop-off. And if anything, I mean, Andy Reid, he is a mastermind. And, Patrick Mahomes and that whole offense, they're going to make some work as well. I mean, they came out here with they'll come out with any type of formation. I remember that one formation where they were, what was it? When they against with the Raiders, when they were all spread out, they threw it to Kadarius Toney. He went out for a touchdown. Yeah. I think he got caught. But yeah, it's gonna be not.
It's the fact they were willing to try that kind of play. Like they were confident they could execute that play.
Oh, they had the merry-go-round, the ring-around rows. They came out around and then they went out to that formation. I mean, they're gonna out there have fun with it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think if Patrick Mahomes was gone, then we talk about something different. I feel like the play caller, whether it's Reed or Bieniemy or whoever they replace Bieniemy with, it doesn't matter. You have Patrick Mahomes. He's the end all be all. So yeah, I'm gonna say you're at Kansas City. I don't see you winning that game. I'm gonna say that's an L.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's an L. All right. Week 15, we got, and now as I'm seeing that we're doing this the way we're doing, we're probably gonna have to break this into segments. We'll be here all night try to go through. You feel? What'd you say?
Still on the first team.
Exactly. We're right. We haven't even got past the rest of it. We still got 29 teams.
With us, we can talk about anything like forever. So it's just like
it's good stuff. But it's just reminding me that we're still on the first team. Like we're still sitting on the first team. All right. Week 15, home against the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott. You still got why are these receivers CeeDee Lamb?
Got CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks. They got the tight end Dalton Schultz.
They don't have Ezekiel Elliott no more, but they have the other guy now, Pollard.
Tony Pollard.
So I mean they were okay with letting Ezekiel Elliott go because Pollard balled out last year.
Yeah.
Let me ask you real quick. I mean we're probably gonna gloss over at some point again, but what was your take on the Cowboys getting Trey Lance when they have Dak Prescott?
See, it somewhat made sense to me. Like, it kind of did because you look at the training camp videos, all this other stuff. Dak Prescott seems to, be not performing to the way that he has. He's over here making turnovers and all this other stuff. And I looked into it. Jerry Jones, their owner, and somebody asked him, "Did you talk to Dak Prescott, about this situation?" They was like, "No, it was our own decision. We wanted to do this."
Do you feel like that's shady business?
Yeah, that is, because then when they asked Dak Prescott about it, he said, "Did you know about this trade?" Dak Prescott was like, "No, it wasn't." You could just tell what he was saying in that and how his demeanor was. It seemed he didn't really like it. So with them saying, trading for Trey Lance, saying like, "Hey, we have somebody right here," because that we're not liking what we're seeing with Prescott, and so once he starts messing up, we're going to go straight to Trey Lance. So, but I was kind of giving off when I looked into it. It was just like, hey, we need to get somebody, because right now Dak Prescott isn't performing the way we want him to.
So you think Trey Lance is a threat?
He could be, but here's the thing: we don't know, because he never really got a chance. He
never plays.
Yeah, and then also with Kyle Shanahan, the head coach with the 49ers, I saw that I think one of the reporters asked him, how do you feel about that? And they feel like, I think he said he let him down, like he didn't really give him a true chance. And I was just like, why? How do you say that? And you traded him, like. He seemed to be somewhat disappointed with the trade, but then it still happened. But how the NFL, I mean, it's a business, and some stuff like that happens. And so that's how that happened. But with the whole quarterback situation getting traded, basically like it's saying like we're not like what we're seeing with Dak right now.
Well, I feel like they thought that Brock Purdy was that guy. Like he did play pretty well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, one thing we know about Brock Purdy is that on tape he played well. When Trey Lance played, we don't have enough footage of Trey Lance. He just doesn't, he's always injured. We never plays. So like, I guess my point is, I'm not sure how much of a threat you can say he is, because we don't even know what Trey Lance really is. Like, we know what he was in college, which is why he got drafted as high as he did, which is why the 49ers made that trade to give up so much to get him. But we don't know what he's like on NFL game tape, because he's only played 6 games. We don't have enough to really, so we'll see.
Even in those games, he still didn't look the best. But it's only a little bit that you can evaluate.
I agree. Yeah, so we'll see. But as far as the game, I would say, I don't know. Every time I try to think Dallas is a good team, for some reason on the road, I just don't like when they're away from that damn dome stadium. I just don't think they play that good. I'm gonna say Buffalo wins this game.
I'm gonna say Buffalo too, but like when it's at home, I feel like the Cowboys are a good team, but then when they're away, it's just like like when they played against the 3-6 Packers at the time last year. They were favored to win, and then they went to Lambeau, and they lost.
Yeah, they just never were a good road team. Even if they having a good year, they play games in a row really weird. Like, I feel like because of that Texas weather, they don't play good outdoor in stadiums that are colder. Buffalo, Packers, New England, when they go to places like that, they never win those games. So I don't think they're going to go to Buffalo, especially. We're talking about in week 15, so we're talking about November, December time. I don't see them going to Buffalo in November, December, potentially snow, and going there and beating the Buffalo Bills. I don't see that.
Yeah, I got the Bills on this as well.
Bills, yep. All right. Week 16, we got Los Angeles Chargers. This is crazy. All these different. So this is gonna be on Peacock. This is on Peacock. So real quick. We got ESPN, we got CBS, we got Fox, we got NFL Network, we got Amazon, and we got Peacock. This is all different broadcasting things that this is going to be on.
Amazon and Peacock is crazy.
Peacock for a football game is crazy. Anyway, it's at Los Angeles Chargers. So, Justin Herbert, is Keenan Allen still there?
Yeah, Keenan Allen's still there. You got Mike Williams. They got Quentin Johnson, what they got from TCU.
Yep.
They got Austin Eckler. They got Gerald Everett at tight end.
They got weapons.
They got weapons, but it's just I don't like their head coach. I don't like Brandon Staley.
I had a feeling you were gonna go there. He made some questionable calls last year.
Yes, like how do you we already discussed that playoff game. You can't how do you blow that? Like, and I feel like with Justin Herbert, I feel like he is an NFL size. He's got the arm, he's got the size, he's got the talent, and I feel like they sometimes hinder him and try to play him smaller than what he is. Like, it just comes to Staley. I don't like him. He makes questionable calls. Some of the play calls at times are just not good, and it's like I feel like he is on the hot seat because you look at that roster on the Chargers, and you look at them and be like, oh man, they have a chance to go, make it far, and it's just like you look at that playoff game and you just like, what happened?
What happened, right? Yep. Agreed. I agree. Yes. Okay. So then, I mean, yeah, you on paper with Herbert and those weapons, you would think they should have a top 5 offense because of the weapons, but it's something about that team that just never is as good as they supposed to be. I don't know if it's the coach, if it's the defense. I don't know what it is, but they went 10-7 last year, and on paper they should have won 12 games last year.
And they go through a lot of injuries too. Also as well.
Exactly. Yep. Okay, so Bills travel across the country to Los Angeles. Do you think that's a win or L for the Bills?
Like I said, it's a good game. It's just I don't fully know what to expect from the Chargers at times because like they can be a really good team, and at the same time it's just stuff that just I don't know. I'm gonna give it to the Bills. I'm gonna give the Bills.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna give the Bills solely based off the reasoning that I have.
I'm gonna actually say Chargers win that game because I feel like the Bills got to go across the country. You just had a tough game. I mean, I'm assuming it's gonna be a good game with Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what that game's gonna look like, but the Cowboys are a good team. Whatever version of Cowboys show up that week, who knows? But the Cowboys are gonna be a good team. So you just played a good. You got to travel across the country to a Chargers team that's also very good. This could be one of those trap games where I say that Chargers offense might be too much. They put numbers up on the board when they play in Los Angeles. So I'm gonna say Chargers. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Bills won that game. But I would say Chargers because it's a home game. Week 17, home against New England. I'm gonna give the Bills a win there. I think they're gonna sweep the Patriots this year.
Yeah, I would say as well. Give the Bills that win. All
right, and then they close out on the road. on the road against the Miami Dolphins. Now, week 4, we both gave the Buffalo Bills a win. This is in Miami now. What is your take on this one? The last game of the season, which may have playoff implications too.
Yeah, because how I got the Bills, I got them going to playoff games. So it depends, like, if it comes down to seeding and all that other stuff. If they, how they play, because might be a chance,
right,
a lot of might not play. So with that last game, I feel like how I got the prediction. I feel like this is if the Dolphins are making a run. I feel like this game could be the one that gets them into the playoffs if they not are already. So I feel like there's a lot of scenarios can go into this game because of how how the season can go and how I predict the Dolphins to go.
Agreed.
So this one right here is kind of tough. I mean, if I give all the scenarios away and just put it in a game, I would give the Bills this win, but I would say I'm gonna give it to the Dolphins on this last one.
Yeah, a lot. Man, when it comes to the last week of the season, it just depends on what you're playing for. I mean, we're assuming. I'm only basing this prediction off of assuming that both teams are fighting for something. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Bills don't end the fight, play for it, then the Dolphins. But I'm gonna say the Dolphins win this game. Because I'm not sure if it was last year or the year before. Buffalo went down to Miami and laid an egg. I don't know if it was last year. I think it was last year because they played us the week after that, and I was like, oh, they played terrible in Miami. Like, it was so hot out there. I remember watching Josh Allen like sweating his ass off. He was drenched. His drip was drenched, and they laid an egg.
They played playoffs, and then they almost lost to the Dolphins again.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say if they're fighting, I'm gonna say Dolphins win. It's a home game. I'm gonna say Dolphins win. What do you say?
I'm gonna give it to Dolphins.
Dolphins, okay. All right, so we have completed. Ooh, that was pretty lengthy there, but we did go into detail. We did talk about other teams. So as we go through this, we don't have to really reiterate some of the stuff we already talked about. But okay, so based on what you gave Buffalo 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Drew, for that emote, man. I appreciate that, man. Can you see the emotes?
Yeah, I see it.
That's funny. All right, you gave him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You gave him 12 wins. And that would be 12 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12 and 5 is what you gave him.
That's exactly how I had the Bills going. I had 12 wins.
Did you really? Okay. Well, shit. Right on cue. 12 wins. All right. So we're gonna add that to the board. So Jada Kid has Buffalo going 12 and 5 this year. All right. And I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Damn, 10 wins. That's really? Hold up. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have them 10 and 7. That's crazy. Really? I'm surprised. I didn't know it was damn. I was kind of harsh on the Bills this year, but I just feel like they should have already at least been to a Super Bowl. One of these last couple years, they had a roster that was good enough to get there. I think that Bengals game that one year fucked them up. I think that was the year that they should have beat the Bengals, and they should have. But they
this past year.
Yeah, and I think that kind of hurt their psyche a little bit because I feel like they always have a solid team, but they never get to the Super Bowl. So we'll see. Okay, all right. So we're gonna run through this. Thank you, Jada Kid, for that. That was great. That was Buffalo. That was Buffalo Bills. Now like I said, we're gonna go through this because we don't need to do a elaborate for everybody because. We kind of did that with some of these teams. All right, so the next team is the Dolphins. So what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna quickly just tell me L or no for the Dolphins, and we'll hope that it matches up with what we already talked about because a lot of these games.
Yeah, a lot of them's gonna,
Yeah.
You gotta make it right.
Well, okay. How about this? Did you have a win prediction for the Dolphins already, or you just?
I had the Dolphins winning. I had the Bills winning 12. I had the Dolphins winning 9 to 10 wins.
Okay. All right. Let's look at that. So you said 9 to 10 wins. All right. So let's take a peek at that. So I'm just gonna run through their schedule real fast. They play. So they open up big. They open up against the Chargers. So are we saying? I'm gonna say. Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know why I feel like that's a tough one, especially no Jalen Ramsey. Last
year, who won last year? I'm trying to think. Because last year, no.
They played?
They played last year because last year I remember who fumbled on the Chargers and Tyreek Hill picked it up and went for a touchdown.
Wait, somebody on the Dolphins fumbled and then Tyree took it back?
No. Wait. Yeah, someone on the Dolphins fumbled. It was a run play. And then I think the linebacker for the Chargers, I don't know his first name, his last name, Tranquil. He was number 49. I remember he had got the ball out, and the ball was on the ground for a while. And he thought he recovered. He got up, he's celebrating. And all of a sudden, the ball sputters out. Tyreek Hill picks it up, runs around everybody and scores a touchdown. Like literally, that happens.
Why the fuck do I not remember that play? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to go check that play out. That was against the Chargers last year.
Yeah, it was Chargers versus Dolphins, and that happened. And that happened at the Chargers.
Damn, and they play him again. Wow, they play again. And okay, so what do you think about this one?
Let's see.
I'm gonna say an L for the Dolphins.
I'm gonna say the Chargers gonna open up with a win, even though I still don't like Brandon Staley, but I'm just.
And rightfully so. When you say that, I know exactly what you mean. Brandon Staley is one of those guys that just like, I don't know.
Chargers coming up in conversation. My mind immediately first goes to him because like he's the reason why the Chargers are still held back. Like you do good just as much as you do bad. Like you do bad just as much as you do good. It's just like you gotta overweigh the goods over the bads, and he just evenly does that. And it's just like
I got you. I wanted the same thing. Like his decision making is so weird, but in the very next play, you do something that's like, damn, that's crazy. That worked. He's one of those kind of coaches. I'm like, so I don't know. Okay. Week 2, let's go through week 2. New England at New England. I'm gonna say that's a win for the Dolphins. What about you?
That's a win.
All right, week 3 versus the Broncos. At home. I'm gonna say that's a win for the Dolphins as well.
That's a win as well.
All right, week 4 at Buffalo. Now, if we're just going off of what the last prediction, I think you had Buffalo. Did you have Buffalo winning this game?
I had Buffalo win.
Okay.
And then I had Buffalo losing the last game of the season.
Okay, so you had Buffalo winning this game. So I must say I had to say the Dolphins win. The Dolphins win this game, and Buffalo. You're saying Buffalo loses this game? Oh no, you said Buffalo wins.
I said Buffalo wins this one.
Right, Buffalo wins this one. Right.
They lose the one.
Okay, got you. Buffalo is going to win this game. All right, that's a bet. So that means a Dolphins L. Okay. Week 5. We got versus your New York Giants, but this is in Miami.
I'm gonna give it to the Dolphins.
I'm about to say who on the Giants can cover Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle?
Nobody.
Yeah.
That's why speed is just gonna overwhelm us. Like the fastest play that we have is Adoree Jackson, and I'm not leaving Adoree Jackson 1-on-1 with honestly anybody.
Fuck no.
let alone them two. No.
They're both track stars. Like I said, you have to play them a certain way. You can't play man to man. You just can't.
I don't even matter if my corner cannot match his speed, I'm not putting him on. I don't care if it's Sauce Gardner or anybody, like the best corner. I'm not putting him 1-on-1 on Tyreek Hill.
I wouldn't put Sauce Gardner on him either. And Sauce Gardner is good.
Yeah, like nobody can. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I don't think anybody can do that consistently throughout the entire game. Be on an island with Tyreek Hill and just lock him up.
Let me ask you a question. You're the football guy here. Let me ask you a question. How do you defend those two receivers? Like, what kind of defense would you play against them?
I'm just not. If I'm corner, I'm not letting them allow deep. So I'm gonna be at least gonna have a safety over. Well, you have Jalen Waddle and you have Tyreek Hill. So with that, but Jalen Waddle plays. Well, he plays slot more than Tyreek Hill. It just depends. So basically, I'm having a safety, at least 1 or 2 on top at all times. Like it has to. I'm running cover 3, cover 4. I'm making sure that my corners are back. We'll have one of our linebackers and one of our slots cover the flats over there, And so basically, if anything's short or intermediate, he has that area. But if he's going straight, you're getting back, and at safety, you have your eyes on that number one receiver, and you're getting back too. Like I'm not getting beat over the top. If he is in front of you, we have a chance to he's in front of you, it's fine. That's literally how I'm seeing it.
Even though he has the ability to make people miss?
But here's the thing, though. Yeah, even though he does have the ability people miss, I'm not going to be like, play 20 yards off of Tyreek Hill, just make sure he's in front. I'm not going to do that. Like,
I'm going to say he's just as good at a deep game and just as he is getting yak yards. Like, he's good at yards at the catch.
And that's what makes it difficult. That's why I'll have that flat defender out there, having one over the top and then, having one right there. Even though with that, it can still get exploited and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I would say the best scenario you can do is also, make sure your corner is in that deep third and you have someone over the top. Like, that's basically the safety valve for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I would rather get beat on a route that's in front of him than hit behind him.
Right.
Even though I don't like that, but it's the better option.
Right. No, I got you, because if he can get 40-yard plays, the Dolphins gonna have 40 points. Mm-hmm. So that makes sense. Keep everything in front of you and hope that your defense can tackle them. That's your best hope. Just hope that your defense can tackle. All right. So wait. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like with that, you just gotta hope that your DBs are good at playing in space. Mm-hmm. Are they? They're good at tracking the ball. They're good at having good awareness of feel of the receivers and all that.
Right. Okay. So you're saying the Giants lose this game, Dolphins win against the Giants?
Yeah, we talking. Man, Giants are losing. Giants are losing.
Well, we know 2 losses on the Giants' schedule, at least off rip.
Yep.
All right. Let's definitely breathe. Week 6, Carolina Panthers. I got Dolphins winning that.
Dolphins. Yep.
All right. Week 7 at Philly. I'm gonna say that's an L for the Dolphins.
L for the Dolphins. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't. Philly. There's not too many teams where Philly is gonna be the underdog, if any. Yeah. Week 9 at Kansas City. This might be a shootout.
Oh, and this is like, is it at Kansas City? That's gonna be the first time Tyreek Hill plays against Kansas City too.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yep, you're right. That's gonna be a good game. A little motivation game. Do you think he's motivated to put up big numbers? Good night, Brandon Beans. Have a good one.
Oh yeah, I feel like he's definitely gonna be juiced up for that game.
I agree. You predicting over 100 yards against his former team?
Yeah, definitely.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Especially with Kansas City, because Kansas City plays quite a bit of man, and their defense isn't the best. So, Tyreek Hill, Tyreek Hill is gonna get that ball.
He can feast. Yeah, because they gave up yards to Philly in that Super Bowl. So yeah, I can see that. Okay. So as far as go ahead.
But I was just gonna say with you, as far as like who's gonna win it, I'm gonna give it to Kansas City though. I'm gonna take Kansas City.
I'm gonna take Kansas City too, but I had to think about that one.
Too, just like, well, I'm gonna give it to Kansas.
I'm only doing because I just don't know about Tua. I just really don't know.
It's hard. Like, is he gonna show up or not? Cause
like big games like that, I just don't like. And when he played for Alabama, he did, but I just don't know. I just don't know. Week 9. I'm sorry. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. I'm tripping. Not bad, Jay. Week 9 was Kansas. I skipped over a game. I'm sorry. And within that, Week 8 was against New England. That was at home against New England Patriots. I'm gonna say that's a win.
Yeah, that's a win.
All right, bet. Week 10 is their bye week. Week 11, they play at home against the Las Vegas Raiders. Devontae Adams, Jimmy Garoppolo, the tight end. I don't know why I can't remember names at this current time when I record videos. The tight end, the all pro,
You're talking about Darren Waller. He plays for us now.
Oh right, he's not on. I forgot. He's not on the Raiders no more. He's not on the Raiders. Right. They still got Hunter Renfrow, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna give that. It's in Miami too. I'm gonna give it off to me now.
Who do the Raiders have on defense?
Yeah, I don't know too many people on the defense except for Max Crosby and
They did sign. I mean, not that this matters. They did sign Marcus Peters off the rate from the Ravens. They do have Marcus Peters.
Good zone corner, good ball hawk too. But
he not stopping no damn fucking Tyreek Hill, no damn Jalen. Wow, trust me, as a Ravens fan last year, I know that ain't happening.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
So yeah, I'm giving Dolphins that win.
I give the Dolphins a win there. I had to think about it because Devontae Adams is that good, but they're gonna need more than that. And I forgot Waller is not on the Raiders no more. So yeah, definitely going with Dolphins. Week 11. At the New York Jets.
At the Jets. I'm gonna say Aaron Rodgers is gonna come out with that win. I'm gonna say I feel like that win, they're gonna, this.
That's tough. It's
tough, but
I'm gonna say Jets too because they at least have somebody that can at least put a body on Tyreek Hill with Sauce Gardner. I mean, at least has a chance to stay with him. I don't think nobody can, but at least Sauce Gardner is good enough to at least hang in there. He's not gonna get burnt, like torched all over the place.
Yeah, I feel like with that matchup in specific, I feel like Tyreek Hill's still going to show up. I feel like he might get a deep ball on him on Sauce Gardner.
I think he might too. I think he might get one.
Yeah. Like, I feel like if all the games, I feel like this, like, against the Dolphins, Sauce Gardner-wise, he's still good. I feel like, but it depends, how, if they put him on him. But I feel like with the matchup-wise, I feel like Tyreek will get the upper hand on this one just because, he's just a freak athlete. But regardless, just with that team, it's going to be good. But I feel like Aaron Rodgers, he's going to show up. He's going to show up.
Okay. Yeah, I think so too. I think that defense is good. Like I said, I think the Jets were a really good quarterback away from going to the Super Bowl last year. They really felt like Zach Wilson let them down. And so that defense is good. I know they got good receivers. They got Aaron Rodgers, of course. And I think they at least have somebody that can at least stay with Tyreek Hill, at least better than some of the other cornerbacks defense that we talked about already. I'm gonna say it's an L for Miami because it's in New York. Not that New York is a home field by any stretch of the imagination because they share the same stadium as the Giants. So I don't know how much of a home field they really have, but I would say this is a win for the Jets.
I wouldn't say too much advantage. Honestly, that stadium is just a big old fishbowl, really.
It really is. It doesn't. I feel like any stadium that shares two teams is not a home field advantage. I just under that mindset. Like, it's occupied by two teams. Where's the home field advantage? It's not native to one city. Like one, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know. So I'm gonna still say Jets. Week 13 at Commanders.
At Commanders. Okay. Now, defense-wise with Washington, I feel like that defense, that D-line does not show up, and they don't get to Tua. I feel like that's a big game for Tua as well. If that defensive line get going, I feel like
they're gonna tear him up.
Yeah, they're gonna tear him up. But either way, that D line can't get there. I feel like that Washington secondary is gonna get tore apart. Like,
yeah, they are.
I don't know what that corner name is. Number 25 for Washington. He's a solid corner, but he's nowhere capable of locking up.
I remember his name. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, and from offensive line, I feel like
who's gonna? Well, it depends on Jalen Ramsey, but I'm like, who's gonna guard McLaurin?
Yeah, you got I'm not putting my full trust in with Xavier Howard. I mean, he was inconsistent last year. I mean, you got Terry McLaurin. Now, you don't even have that. You got Curtis Samuel. You got Jahan Dotson.
Yep.
Who's that? I know I'm missing one more receiver.
Warren Dobson.
Washington has some good weapons out there. And, so,
and a new offensive coordinator, like we said, but enemy. That's going to be a game changer.
Yeah, and so I feel like the Commanders, they're going to give them a little bit running for money. And I feel like, honestly, the Commanders could come away with this win. Really.
They could. I agree. I don't think this is like set in stone Dolphins.
Yeah.
But,
they could come win.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's just like,
who's the quarterback for the Commanders again?
Sam Hall is going to be their starter.
Oh, he's a starter. Okay, I remember we just played against them. I didn't know. Oh, so he is the starter. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like by the time they play, we're going to see, it'll show, if Sam Howell is going to be their guy, later on in the season.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, the Commanders, they can come out there swinging. But this one, honestly, you would think that I would take Miami with this, but I don't know. I feel like a little upset with this one. I might take the Commanders with this.
You know what's funny? I don't knock you for that because I'm literally thinking in my head like this is a possibility. Commanders could win this game. Like it could be one of those type of games. It is in Washington. We know Washington. Their defensive line is solid, but like you said, their secondary ain't stopping this wide receiving core. Ron Rivera, Eric Bieniemy. I could.
One of the few upsets, if I were predict while we're doing this, I would take this one, and I'll take the Commanders running off with this win.
Oh, you said running off? Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I get what you say, not running, but you mean they're gonna win. All right, I got you. I don't think they're gonna blow them out. I'm gonna say.
Drum roll, please.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna still go Dolphins. I'm gonna go Dolphins because I don't know on Washington offense if they got enough to hang with that. Like we know that secondary gonna get torn apart. We know that's gonna happen.
Like I said, at that point we'll know to see if Sam Howell can be that guy for Washington. So
yeah, we'll see. Yeah, you said this is late in the season, so we'll have a good picture, a good idea of that. Week 14, Dolphins versus Tennessee Titans in Miami. Ryan Tannehill. Well, it's not even Ryan Tannehill no more. I'm almost tripping. It's not Tannehill no more.
Who is the quarterback? Who is the quarterback for the Titans?
They drafted Malik Willis last year, but I don't even know if he's a starter. I don't know what's going on in Tennessee.
I don't know. I mean, they got D Hop. They got Derrick Henry.
They get D Hop. Who's throwing not Julio Jones. Who's throwing D Hop the ball?
I don't know, and I haven't really been kept up with Tennessee because
I'm tripping. The Will Levis, the guy they drafted, Will Levis.
He's been throwing it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't heard anything from Will Levis at all.
Well, let me take that back. I don't know if he's gonna start, but they got Will Levis, Malik Willis, and Ryan Tannehill as their three quarterbacks, and I don't see none of them beating the Dolphins, so it don't really matter. But yeah, I don't know who the starter is. No. It says right here. Okay, so Titans are not ready to name a backup quarterback. So it looks like Ryan Tannehill is their starter for now. But by the time we get to week 14, that could change. I don't see Ryan Tannehill being the starter for this whole season. I really don't. First of all, I don't know what Tennessee's doing. You drafted Malik Willis last year, and then you draft another quarterback this year.
Now you have D Hop, and then you still got Derrick Henry, an elite running back.
We clearly know D Hop went to the Titans for the money because if you're trying to win a Super Bowl, you don't go to Tennessee with a quarterback that we don't even know who's throwing you the ball.
Yeah, like when D Hop went to Tennessee, everybody was just like, "What?"
Yeah.
chose to where you can probably get the least amount of production as a receiver.
Right.
So obviously, you're not going there to make a big impact for the team. It's like you say. I feel like it's definitely for money wise.
I think they offered him the most money because you don't know. Go ahead.
He can have, even though how their offense is, I feel like he went there so he can be that guy, to have a big role for the Titans as well.
He would be that number 1 receiver.
Yeah, right there. He's already wide receiver 1 off rip.
Right.
As opposed to he went to other better teams, there's also options as well. He would have to, get less receptions, all that stuff.
Right. I mean, anytime you have Derrick Henry, and if he's Derrick Henry, like we know, you're gonna have to respect that with stacking the box. So that may give Hopkins some one-on-one opportunities, and we all know in a one-on-one game, he's gonna win majority of those battles. I mean, even at his age, he's gonna win those because his hands are good. You know what I'm saying? And he can route run. So, he's still got that, but
he's a very good contested catcher too.
Yeah, so maybe that's why their quarterback situation don't matter to him, because he know he can catch the ball practically anywhere in his vicinity. I don't know, but to answer the point, as far as the game, I'm taking Dolphins on this one. What about you?
Yeah, I'm taking Dolphins.
Yeah, I don't see. I don't know what Tennessee might only win like 6-7 games this year. Week 15 at home versus the Jets. Now, you said earlier against the Jets, you said that what did you say? I'm trying to think. Week 12 you said they're going to lose against the Jets.
Yeah, okay.
So now they're at home against the Jets. What do you think?
I'm thinking of last year when Aaron Rodgers was with the Packers. Now I'm tripping because Aaron Rodgers, he won in Miami, but he was with the Packers.
Right.
At home against the Jets. I mean, I still,
I think it's home field for the Jets. Because Aaron Rodgers in that weather,
he used to that. Like, wait. Hold on. Say what you said again.
No, I was saying any team that plays in Miami, I just feel like Miami doesn't offer you a home field advantage to me. I feel like any team that goes there, I feel like you have a good shot of winning from just the field point of view. I can see Aaron Rodgers going in that warm weather and just throwing the ball all over the place.
Okay. I didn't fully listen to what you said. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. With that, Rodgers, man, I don't want to say they'll sweep the Dolphins. I feel like Dolphins would come up with one of them.
Well, if you're with that mindset, I would imagine you would think they at least win the home game, at least. Because if you saying that they're going to go to New York and lose, and you don't think they're going to get swept, I would at least think you thinking they're going to win the home game at least.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna say Miami comes. They'll have this one.
Well, before we, I don't want to spoil. I guess we can spoil it. I guess. Where did you have the Jets? Did you have the Dolphins or Jets higher in your AFC East standings?
Oh, I had the Jets higher than the Dolphins.
Okay. I agree with that. Okay. So then it wouldn't be wrong to say that the Jets sweep them then, right? Yeah, it wouldn't be too far-fetched to say that.
Yeah.
I'll make it easy for you. I'm gonna say if the Jets defense is what I think it is, I think the Jets win this game too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I'll take the Jets.
I'll take my first sweep, and I'll say the Jets sweep the Dolphins.
And that's hard to say because I think the Dolphins have a good team, but the Jets are projected to be, of course, if Aaron Rodgers plays the way we think he can play.
Yeah.
Because he didn't play like MVP Aaron Rodgers. He didn't play like back-to-back MVP Aaron Rodgers last year with the Packers. So that led some people to believe that he kind of was washed up a little bit. And I'm thinking, well, you didn't have much talent around him. After Davante Adams left, you didn't have nothing around him. So what did you expect him to do? Like, Davante Adams was his safety blanket. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers never really had a dominant number one receiver, if you think about it. He had Davante. Well, I mean, other than Davante Adams, excuse me.
Yeah, Davante, he is a dominant number one receiver.
But before Davante got there, he never had a dominant number one guy.
Yeah, because when Davante started first in the league, he had drop issues and everything. It took him like his third, fourth year to really come into it.
Exactly. And then he became a all-pro receiver. Week 16 against the Dallas Cowboys at home.
At home? I have to give it to Dallas because I mean, like you said earlier, at home, I mean, the Cowboys usually always play well. Like last year when they played, Philly. No, that was a good game, but Dallas came out with that win as well. I see that the same for when they play the Dolphins. I mean,
wait, in Miami?
Oh, you say it's in Miami?
Yeah, this is not in Dallas. This is Miami.
Oh, okay, in Miami then. I say because usually
they got Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons can get to the passer. We know that.
Yeah, I gotta look at Micah Parsons. I mean, that defense is solid. You got Trayvon Diggs because if two out there floats it out there, gonna come up.
Oh yeah, yeah, because his arm strength is we already know about that. So
yeah, I feel like that one right there in Miami.
I'm gonna say Dolphins.
Yeah,
Cowboys just weird to me. I don't know why when I come to pick the Cowboys.
Yeah, because like some games I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take the Cowboys, and even with good matchups, I'll take it. But sometimes in other moments I'm just like, no, I just don't see them.
Right. Okay.
But just like I don't like the Cowboys. I'm gonna be real with my reason and all that. So
right.
Yeah.
Right, as you should. Right, I got you. Okay, so that Dolphins win. Oh, so what did you say?
I feel like I'll give Dolphins. Yeah.
Well, the question could be, who's stopping the receivers who's stopping the Cowboys receivers on the Dolphins? Other than maybe Jalen Ramsey, he should be healthy. I would project at the time.
That point, yeah. So that's why I'm just like, yeah. But then at the same time, can Tua get them the ball too?
Right. Oh yeah. Well, shit. Well, honestly. By week 17, if Tua can't get the ball, Tua probably ain't the quarterback. if he can't. By week 17, if Tua can't get those receivers the ball, he not playing in this particular game. He's gonna be whoever the backup is, because Tua is on his last. Tua didn't sign a deal. He's on his 5th year, right? He didn't.
He didn't sign.
So then he should really have motivation to ball out. Then he should have all the motivation to ball out. Then this is contract year. I wouldn't be surprised if Tua ball out. Can he stay healthy? Yeah. We know his arm strength is what it is, but he can still make plays. So we'll see. His contract year, we'll see. All right. So we're saying, okay. So Dallas Cowboys, we're both saying Dolphins win.
Yeah.
Okay. Week 17 at Baltimore Ravens.
At Baltimore. Now last year, man. Ooh.
Do we have to remind me of this?
We ain't finna go to that. At Baltimore. Okay. So, Ravens, newly revamped offense. Lamar Jackson, he seems to be more. Obviously, like Lamar Jackson's really juiced up to play this year. And then,
he's paid. He's paid. Yeah. That make anybody feel good.
You got Zay Flowers, you got OBJ, you got Mike Andrews, you got what's the other receiver that I'm trying to think of there?
Aguilar. You talk. Well, they got Aguilar, Nelson Aguilar. They got him. You talking about Bateman?
Rashad Bateman.
Oh, baby, yeah. They deep.
Yeah, they're deep. Yeah, they're deep.
You didn't know? You forgot they got Aguilar?
Yeah, I didn't even know Aguilar was on that.
Not the Aguilar like all world, but he's a good complementary piece to what they already have.
Yeah, I mean, he was solid. I mean, he was all right at when he was with the Patriots.
Yeah, he just has but he just has drop issues.
Them drop issues have always been with him. So.
Yeah.
That one right there. At that point, again, you know, it's late in the season, big playoff implications, and you know how I predict with the Ravens also as well. Well, I mean, it's not the last game. I'm thinking it's the last game. There's still starters out there going to be playing, but
yeah, it should be.
I'm gonna give it to the Ravens. I feel more comfortable with the Ravens with that team, and I feel like, and also it's, well, I can't say have Baltimore because, you know, last year.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, they did come back. They did come back from, I don't know, 21 points in the fourth quarter. It was ridiculous. I still don't believe we lost that game. But what it did prove to me, the Ravens still put up like 35 points in that game. So scoring on the Dolphins was no problem. Now, there was no Jalen Ramsey back then. So that does make a difference. But
take account with him. Yeah. Jalen Ramsey too.
Yeah, but like you said, Odell Beckham, Rashard Bateman, Zay Flowers, who I'm telling you right now, he might be rookie of the year. I've seen what he can do. Zay Flowers?
Yeah, Zay Flowers, yeah, and then you got Mark Andrews,
Isaiah Likely, backup tight end. New offense, Todd Monken, who ran Georgia's offense, who actually knows how to use his weapons, unlike Greg Roman. And of course, we're not even talking about Lamar Jackson. Like
Lamar.
we named everybody but Lamar. Like, we forgot about Lamar. That's the biggest point of all. Like, he's already proven he can run. He's already proven he can throw. How do you defend?
And y'all can still run the ball if y'all wanted to, because y'all are still a good run ball scheme too.
Yeah. So even with the Dolphins having what they have, well, now it comes back to, can we stop those receivers? That was the problem last year. We couldn't stop. Tyreek Hill went crazy. Both those receivers went crazy. I think, I don't remember off the top of my head, but the way the game was going, I wouldn't be surprised. I think both those receivers had like 200 yards apiece. It was something crazy like that. They went off. Like, they both had like 200 yards of receiving offense. Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Now, there is one weakness with the Ravens. It would be their cornerback position. But after Humphrey is good, but then after that, you don't have much back there. Now from a safety secondary overall, you're good. You got Kyle Hamilton, you got Marcus Williams. So your safeties are good. I think Kyle Hamilton's going to have another great year. I don't know from a cornerback position who's going to be able to cover those receivers. Humphrey's good, but I think when he gets to receivers that are fast and quick, he struggles against those guys. Zay Flowers was cooked them in one of the practices. I was like, oh, Zay Flowers, okay, you cooking Marlon Humphrey? So yeah, I think Humphrey struggled, but I think the Ravens with a new offense, I think they should have won last year. They didn't, but I think they should have won last year. I see them with a better offense. I see the Ravens winning this game. I have big expectations for the Ravens, not because of a homer. I just like that roster. I just don't think it's gonna be hard to defend that roster with OB. Like, niggas talking about OBJ. Like, OBJ was one of the best receivers 4 years ago. So let's not forget about him. Like, you know, and Bateman, it's gonna be crazy. All right.
Can he produce, and then, you know, can he stay healthy?
The whole issue with the Ravens is, can they stay healthy? It's really a healthy issue. But if of course, we're making our predictions based off of if everybody is healthy. Ravens have one of the best rosters in the league, and I think if we're just doing lineup by lineup, I'll take Lamar over Tua. I'll take Tyreek Hill and Waddle over OBJ. I don't even know who the number 2 is, honestly, because I think by that point Zay Flowers is gonna probably establish himself as a beast. So, but I can't say the Ravens receivers are better than the Dolphins because I don't know what to expect I don't know truly. We haven't seen the chemistry yet. We've seen Waddle and Hill with Tua. They put up breakout seasons. So at least I know what that's going to look like. I don't know what the Ravens are going to look like, but I think they're going to be good. But outside of that, better running game from the Ravens. I think the Ravens got a better defense than the Dolphins. They got better tight ends than the Dolphins. They got a better special team. They got a better kicker. So I think the Ravens are better in pretty everywhere except receiver and maybe corner.
And even with that, I would say it's not even too much of a difference.
In terms of
like receivers, because I mean y'all have weapons as well at receiver.
Well, you're right. Exactly. If you want to talk weapons, like if you include the tight ends, I think the Ravens have better weapons. I agree. Like I think Waddle and Tyreek Hill are better than our receivers. But I think overall weapons, like running backs, tight ends, and receivers, I think the Ravens have better overall. That I agree. Okay.
I'll take the Ravens on this one.
Yep, I'll take Ravens. All right, Week 18 versus Buffalo. What?
We took so long on this too.
I know, because it's like there's analysis on every game. Right, exactly. I keep saying breeze through it, and we end up still talking. All right, it's fine. What we're gonna do is we'll do maybe like one or two more divisions, and then we'll have to make another video for the rest, because we'll be here all night doing the way we're breaking this down. We'll be here all night, and Jay got to go to work. All right, actually,
we can finish NFC East.
We'll do NFC East after this one because that's your team, and then we might stop it there.
Okay, man.
Because you got work. Okay. Last game of the season, Buffalo Bills. This is at Miami, and I think you said.
I'll say for this last one.
Yeah.
What I say for this?
You said Week 4 Buffalo Bills. You said that the Dolphins were going to lose that game.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was at Buffalo. So they're at home now. So do you think they're beating Buffalo, or do you think they're gonna?
Wait, what I say for the last one though? Because we already did the Bills. Because I got to go off what I said.
Oh yeah, shit. I took that one off. I think you said they was gonna lose that game. Or did you? No. You said it was no sweep. It was no sweep.
I said the Bills are gonna sweep the Dolphins?
No, it was no sweep. So that means you gotta have the Dolphins winning this game.
Okay, yeah. I'll have the Dolphins winning this.
Okay, you got Dolphins winning.
Yeah. I'm curious of what my record that I put these Dolphins for.
I'm gonna say it's a win too, because I said Week 4. No. I said Week 4 that the Dolphins will win. Did I really say that? I really said Week 4 that they're gonna go to Buffalo and beat Buffalo. Really, I said that.
I guess you did. We can't go against what we said though.
Right. Okay. I guess. All right. So you're right. So I had to, based off that, I'm gonna have to say that's an L for the Dolphins, and that's a win for you. Okay. So Jay the Kid, you got Miami getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wins.
Oh my God! Spot on.
And that was exactly what you just said you had, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 9 wins. So that would be 9 and 8 for the Dolphins.
Yes, I'm literally spot on.
That's crazy though, considering that roster that they have. You got them losing 8 games. That's crazy. Consider, but they do play in a tough division too.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. You had that Dolphins team losing 8 games. That's interesting. All right.
And I think the predictions that I think they have like overall going Dolphins 9 and 8 or 10 and 7.
Yeah. You said, oh my God, I'm so full. What you eat, Tiffy? All right, I got the Dolphins winning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I got them 10 wins. So I got them 10 and 7 as well, like the Buffalo Bills. All right, 10 and 7, Buffalo Bills. All right, so that's what I got so far. All right, so let's get through these last 2 teams. And then you had stir fry. Oh my goodness. Oh, send me a plate. Yeah, send me a plate. Yeah, send me a plate. Shit, I'll take a plate. You feel me? Right. Okay. All right, Jay. We're going to breeze through these next two, so we can get to the NFC East, and then that'll be it. We're gonna come back and do a follow-up video for the rest, and we'll probably change the format. I didn't realize it was gonna go like this.
All right, bet. Sounds good.
You said noodles, beef, chicken, shrimp, broccoli, carrots, and zucchini. Oh my goodness. Why you ain't take no picture and put it in Discord? I wanted to see what it looked like.
You need to get on talking about that good food.
I know. Okay. Let's go Patriots, because we don't have to give too much elaborate detail about Patriots. Like it's Patriots. Okay. So let me erase the board real quick. Patriots. Hold on real quick. Patriots. I'm gonna go ahead and start now, since I'm clean. So they open up against the Philadelphia Eagles in New England. What do you think about that game? Yeah. I kind of figured. So we both got an L. We both got an L with that. Yeah. We don't need to elaborate that. I mean, it's self-explanatory. Defending NFC champions. I don't think your talent matches up with theirs. So if it helps, I'm ordering again. Yeah. Stop teasing me right now. All right. Week 2 against Miami. I'm gonna say that's an L. I'm gonna say that's an L too. I think, didn't we have Miami sweeping?
What I say for?
I think we both had Miami. No. We didn't have Miami sweep. No, we had the Jets sweeping the Dolphins.
Yeah. So we must have said an L for this one as well. For the Patriots.
Yeah. I don't see the Patriots beating the Dolphins either. So, this is in New England though. New England plays their first 2 games at home.
Yeah, but I feel like still, I don't see them coming out regardless of them being at home.
So you think they're gonna start the season 0-2?
Yeah, they start 0-2.
Okay. Week 3 at New York Jets. I'm gonna also say that's an L.
Also an L.
They might go 0-3. Good lord. Week 4 at Dallas. I'm gonna say that's an L2.
L2.
That's an L2. Yeah, I think that's an L2. Damn, they right. Bill Belichick might start at 0-4. Week 5, New Orleans Saints. Now that's a team we haven't talked about yet. The Saints. They got
still a good team in my opinion though.
They got a new quarterback, right? Then they got Derek Carr, right? They got Derek. What happened to Alvin Kamara?
Didn't
he get in trouble for something?
Yeah, I think he got suspended. I think the first 4 games of the season.
This will be in week 5, so I guess this will be his first game back technically.
In New Orleans, I like New Orleans.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say that's an L for the Patriots too.
I have to say that's an L. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Now, don't get me wrong. Teams can come to that dome and beat them.
Yeah.
It's not like that dome is invincible. They have one of my favorites. That's one of my favorite stadiums, but I don't think that stadium gives them a home field advantage like it used to. So I'm gonna still say that's an L for the Patriots. So I got them as 0-5 right now. You got them as 0-5. That's crazy. Week 6, does it get any better? Does this help for you, Jay? They played at Las Vegas Raiders.
You know what? I'll give them. Oh no, the way they fell off last year, that stuff.
I can't even definitively say the Patriots gonna win this game. I can't. It's in Los Angeles. And you got Jimmy G, Devontae Adams, and with that Las Vegas crowd, I'm gonna say that's an L for the Patriots too. I'm putting the L.
Trying to find to get them a little win.
I mean, if there is a win here so far, I would say it would be the Saints game, but I don't see that. I don't see the Saints. I don't even see that. They're taking another L for me. All right, so we don't have this is crazy. We don't have the Patriots at a win yet. Week 7 they play. Oh my goodness, I don't see a win anytime soon. Week 7 versus Buffalo Bills in New England though.
I had the Bills beating the Patriots, so
yeah.
I have to.
Yep. So exactly. So all right, Week 8 at Miami.
That that as an L too.
That's an L. That's an L for me. No, this
If
is
I put it L too.
This is crazy. Week 9, Washington Commanders in New England.
I'm gonna give them a win.
I'm gonna give them a win. I'll give them a win too, just because by this point they gotta get a win somewhere. By this point, Week 10 versus Indy in New England. I'm gonna give.
That's a win. Indy, no. Give me the win for Patriots.
We'll have to see what Anthony Richardson looks like by that point. But they got Jonathan Taylor, but they didn't give him a long-term deal. Who knows if he's really happy to be there?
Plays.
Exactly. So, what's up, Louie? What's goody, man? Okay, so we're gonna give them a win against the Colts. Week 11 is their bye week. Week 12 at your New York Giants.
We at New York.
That's a win. That's a win for the Giants.
No bias at all.
No, that's a win for the Giants. Come on now. I'm about to say.
I had to say that out there. Put that out there before I say it. But yeah, that's.
I'm gonna save my comments for the Giants until when we get to them. I'm not gonna elaborate on Giants right now, but that's a win for the Giants. That's a win. They not New England's not coming to New York and beating them. Week 13, home against the Chargers.
Dog. I'm trying to. No, man.
I have a feeling for some reason when the Chargers play East Coast games like this, I feel like they don't win these games. For some reason, I think they're better on paper, but I feel like they're gonna lose this game. I feel like New England wins this game for me, and it don't make sense because on paper the Chargers are better.
What week is this?
This is week 13, and it's gonna be probably cold around that time in New England. And I just don't see Chargers are a hot weather team. I don't see them going to New England. I'm gonna say New England wins this game, as much as it doesn't make sense.
I'll take a win too.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, the Chargers. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Week 14 at Pittsburgh Steelers. We ain't talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers yet.
Yeah, I look like the Steelers too. But you know what?
You think Kenny Pickett gonna get better this year?
I can say he'll take another step forward.
Okay. That defense of Pittsburgh will be good though, as they usually are.
Good defense, you know.
Minka Fitzpatrick, you got what's the guy, the pass rusher? Why I can't think of names right now.
Hey, what?
Yeah, exactly. Watt. Yeah, exactly. You see, you know the names. You know the names.
They have a linebacker for the Steelers. I don't know his name, but he's actually pretty good. And then they got Joey Porter Jr. That
Porter Jr. Yep.
They have Patrick Peterson, which I mean.
Oh yeah, they do got Patrick Peterson. Right.
That's a win for the Steelers. I'm gonna give the Steelers.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, as much as I hate Pittsburgh, I can't sit there and say I don't think Mac Jones is going in there and beating. Not against that defense. Week 15, we need to allow home against Kansas City. I think that's an L. Yeah, well, do need to elaborate on that. Week 16 at Denver Broncos.
Give them a win.
You giving the Patriots a win?
Yeah, Patriots gonna win.
Okay, I'm giving them an L. I don't think they beating Denver that game. All right, week 17. I mean, we don't know what Russell Wilson gonna look like, but I know one thing for a fact. I know that Bronco defense gonna be good. Yeah. I know that for a fact they're gonna be good, and I don't think the Patriots offense is gonna be that amazing. So I'm gonna say, especially in Denver in that altitude, I'm gonna say Denver win. Week 17 at Buffalo.
I put that in. They gotta hold this L.
Yeah, they're getting swept. Week 18, last game of the season versus the New York Jets at home.
See that what? Well, we haven't done it this year, but let's see. Like I said, at this point in the season, I do have the Jets going to the playoffs.
I still have the Patriots losing that game. because I don't know. That could be, who knows what that game could mean, but
yeah, I'm a just give Patriots this win. I'm gonna just give them this last little.
Okay.
Club.
I mean, of course, we don't know. Of course, injuries and teams might already clinched, and so we don't know. But if we're just talking about the talent on paper, the Jets have the better talent. So I'm going with Jets. All right, you have Patriots at 1, 2, 3, 5 wins. So that would be 5-12 is what you have the Patriots going.
I might have had it at 6, but 5.
1, 2, 3. Hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you said you had Patriots at 6 wins. That you initially predicted. Okay.
Yeah.
5-12, and I had them as 1, 2, 3. Good Lord, I got them down for 3 wins. 1, 2, and that was against Commanders, Colts, and Chargers. I have them 3 wins. That's crazy. 3 wins. That's unheard of. But I got them at 3-14. I just don't see a Bill Belichick team with 3-14 is wild to me. Okay, all right. Last team in the division, and then like for those who are in chat watching, we're going to do one more division. We're going to do NFC East for Jay because his team is in the NFC East. Next time we get on, we're going to do everybody else. All right. Okay, so now let's move on real quick to Jets. And it's based on what I've been hearing. We've been giving the Jets a lot of love in these matchup predictions. So let's find out if that remains the same over the course of their schedules. We've given the Jets a lot of love today.
Yeah.
Like, so it sounds like we have big expectations for the Jets. All right. New York Jets. All right, they open up home against Buffalo Bills. I remember saying that the Jets would win that game. Okay. And you said they're gonna lose.
Yeah.
So we already know that. Okay, bet. Week 2, they at the Cowboys. This is gonna be an interesting one. This is gonna be interesting because we said earlier about how the Cowboys can sometimes turn it up at home. And I don't know why I feel like, even though I know Aaron Rodgers usually has the Cowboys number, I don't know why I feel like the Cowboys gonna win this game. I don't know why.
I'm gonna say with the Jets, I feel like after that first loss, they're gonna bounce back and they're gonna defeat the Cowboys on this one.
Okay, so you got them as a win against the Cowboys. All right, bet.
Regardless, I just can't see them just starting off 0-2.
I mean, realistically, I feel like the Jets have a better team. I don't know why the Cowboys at home. I feel like they played different, and I don't know why I feel like they're gonna win that game. But they got weapons. They got weapons, and like you said, and then on defense you got Diggs. Like you said, you got Parsons. Offense, you got Gallup. You got CeeDee Lamb. You got Pollard as a running back. You have weapons.
CeeDee Lamb versus Sauce Gardner. Ooh, that's
gonna be a good matchup. See, CeeDee Lamb gets me because he makes the big play, but he also drops the big play.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I like CeeDee Lamb.
I don't like Cowboys. I do like CeeDee Lamb though.
I like CeeDee Lamb too. I do too. I wish the Ravens had drafted him that one year, but they didn't. All right. Week 3. Well, we already should know this one versus New England. We both got that as an L. Because we don't have New England beating damn near anybody. Week 4, Kansas. This is a good one. Prime time versus the Chiefs at home.
Oh. I'm
gonna actually say Jets win that game. And only because I like the Jets defense better than the Chiefs defense. And I think the quarterbacks, even though I think Patrick Mahomes is better, I think the quarterbacks kind of cancel each other out in terms of like they're both going to make plays. So now just come back to the defense. Which defense is better?
I'm gonna give Kansas on this one.
Okay, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said got the Jets losing that, Kansas City win. Okay. And honestly, I can't even get mad at you with that. I could literally see Kansas City win that game, but it is at home. I mean, not that the Jets stadium is a home advantage, but it is at home. Yeah. Week 5 at Denver Broncos.
Jets.
I'm gonna say Jets. Yeah, I'm gonna say Jets on that too. That altitude can sometimes make me think about stuff, but I think Jets win that game. Now this is gonna be a good one. Week 6 at Philly. I'm sorry, Week 6 versus Philly at home, in New York or New Jersey, whatever the fuck they play at. It's in New Jersey, right? They don't play in New York City. They play in New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't play in New York, right?
Rutherford, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Give me Philly still though.
Ooh. I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna probably say Philly. I'm gonna say Philly too. Philly just that damn good. Philly's defense, that pass rush and that defensive line is just gonna be too much for a lot of teams this year. Week 7 Week 7 is their bye week. Week 8 at New York Giants. Your New York Giants.
I've thought about this for a while.
But this is a home game for both teams, right?
Yeah, like it's neutral, but it's still like whoever is the home is still gonna be green, or if it's gonna be, it's still.
It's a Giants, technically a Giants home game.
Then it's just gonna be blue,
right?
You know, everything. But I'm gonna give me the Jets on this one.
Ooh, you don't have faith in Daniel Jones?
I just feel like I don't know. I feel like how I got it going is just like the Jets can come away with it. I don't think we can.
Well, yeah, because I don't. What do the Giants have on defense in the secondary that can cover those? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
He doesn't even necessarily cover. He's a good safety. You know, he's a good box safety, but I'm not going to trust him covering over any of the Jets receivers.
Right. Exactly. Y'all got Wink Martindale as your defensive coordinator last year. I got a quick question. Because he used to be the defensive coordinator of the Ravens, and one of the things he was known for was blitz heavy. How do you feel like his first year went in with the defense and the Giants?
It was good, and then at times it was bad. That's how I'm gonna say. And when the blitzes worked, the blitzes.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
If didn't, we got.
Yo, as a Ravens fan, I know all too well how many times he used to leave cornerbacks on the island against people that they had no business. Like
exactly. When
you play that cover 0 and you bring in the house and you leaving your cornerbacks out there for the possibility of getting exposed one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? That's a scheme thing. That's not necessarily saying the cornerback's bad. The scheme, you have too much faith to leave. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You just bring in the house. Like, I agree. Like when he blitzed, it worked. But when sometimes he like against the Chiefs, you blitz Patrick Mahomes was tearing us apart. One of those games a couple years ago. Wink Martindale kept blitzing. I'm like, what are you doing? You can't do that against Patrick Mahomes. He's too good. You know what I'm saying?
Either also do that with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is too good. He's been in the league for too long. You just can't sit there and just blitz him and not know.
Right. Exactly. Agreed. Okay. That was week 8. We got Jets winning that game. Okay, week 9, LA Chargers. That's home game against Chargers. I'm gonna say that's a Jets win.
Yeah, that's a Jets win.
All right, week 10 against at Las Vegas Raiders. I'm gonna say that's also a win for the Jets.
It is also a win.
All right, week 11 at Buffalo Bills. I do not remember what I had for this. At Buffalo.
Oh, I said they lose this first one, but then Jets come back and win this one.
I think I said the opposite. So I said then that means the Jets will win this game and then lose, and you said the opposite. Okay, so you think the Jets are going to lose this game and then they win the home game. Is that how we had it?
Wait, well, what was the first game when they played? Who was home?
Oh, I'm tripping. We already have it week 1. I'm tripping. No, it's opposite. You're right. No, you're right. You're right, Jay. Week 1, you said Jets are losing versus Buffalo, in New York, in New Jersey. So that means they're winning. Okay, so it's opposite. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I said I feel like they're gonna come out with a win in Buffalo.
In Buffalo, right? Got you. Week 12 versus Miami Dolphins.
I forgot. I don't remember what I said with this one.
Now, I'm pretty sure you had the Jets win this game.
Okay.
I think we both had Jets sweeping. Remember we said that was our sweep?
Oh, well.
Yeah, remember we said, because I asked you, I think you said the Dolphins really going to get swept by the Jets?
Oh, yeah, I did say that. Yeah.
Yeah, so then you got, so yeah, I'm thinking Jets are going to win this game. So yeah, so we both agree with that. Week 13 against Atlanta Falcons at home. I'm going to say that's a W. Atlanta Falcons got Desmond Ridder as their quarterback. Is that correct?
I think so. They got Drake London. Got Kyle Pitts.
I like Kyle Pitts, and they got a receiver. I forgot what the hell his name is. You probably know what his name is. They got, what is his name, dog? He's gonna be pretty good. I forgot what the fuck his name is.
You talking about Drake London?
Is that it? Is it London?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's good. He's gonna be pretty good, dog. He's gonna be pretty good. I watched him last against the Ravens. Like, he's gonna be pretty good. They don't have they got Clay. I don't know what their defense gonna look like though. That's what I don't. They got some weapons on offense.
I forgot Calais Campbell went to the Falcons.
Yeah, but I don't think Calais Campbell, honestly, at this point in his career, is going to make that much of a difference in terms of like
he's old.
Yeah, you could see that with the Ravens last year. He was good, but he wasn't like, that's why they let him go, because he's not that Calais Campbell no more. He probably got this probably should be his last year anyway. I'm gonna say that's a win against the Falcons. Week 14, Houston Texans. That's a W.
That's
a W. I mean, is C.J. Stroud even starting?
Oh yeah, he's gonna be starting.
I would hope he's starting. You draft him that high, you better start. But outside, I don't know who else the Texans got. So, yeah. 15 at Miami Dolphins. We said that was a win because we said we was going to sweep them. Week 16 at versus Commanders. I'm gonna say that's still Jets.
That's still Jets.
Just because the Jets have a defense, I don't know how Washington's offense is gonna look against that defense. Week 7, we haven't talked about the Cleveland Browns. Week 17 against the Browns. Deshaun Watson. What the hell is this guy's name?
Nick Chubb.
Not Nick Chubb. The receiver that they got from the Cowboys. Mari Cooper. Nick Chubb. They don't have Jadeveon Clowney no more on defense.
No. Oh, wait. No, they got Zadarius Smith.
Oh, they did. They upgraded with the Zadarius. You're right. They did get, because I was mad about that. I was mad that they got that. I was mad that he didn't go to the Ravens last year when the Vikings got him, and then he went back and then he goes to the Browns. Yeah. They got Zadarius Smith. They got a little pass rush. How do you feel about? Do you think Nick Chubb can run over that on that defense of the Jets?
Yes.
He is that good though.
Yeah, he is. And I ain't gonna lie, the Cleveland Brown O-line is good too.
Okay, so let me ask you, this is an interesting team, the Browns, because I think Deshaun Watson is a good quarterback. I think that layoff that he had last year, it showed. He looked rusty.
Yeah, he looked very, very rusty.
Do you think he bounces back this year?
I mean, I would hope so. I mean, really, he doesn't have a choice because,
he really do. They paying him all that guaranteed money. He could go out there and lay an egg and still get paid.
Yeah, he has no choice. I mean, and they're putting all his eggs in his basket. I mean, they're relying on him to be the quarterback for the Rams, and so, I mean, yeah, he has no choice but to be good. And if he's not, they're going to look past him. And so, I'm optimistic. Feel like he can take that step, but at the same time, I don't think he's going to be to that 2019-2020 form.
No, I don't think he is either. I don't think so. I don't think he is either, but yeah, I don't think. I think a lot of the mental stuff plays a part. Like, I feel like when you go through that whole scandal, that takes a lot on you mentally. On top of the fact your game, you haven't really played good solid football in since, like you said, since 2020. So it's no way to have realistic expectations of him to go out there and ball out. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that's gonna be a good game though. I'm gonna say Jets win that game. And I don't know where Jay the Kid went. Is he still here? They probably came on the TV. I don't know where he went at. But I'm gonna say definitely that's a win. I mean, that's not a guaranteed win. Cause I think the Browns have talent on their roster that can give the Jets fits. But it is late in the year. Honestly, by week 17, the Jets might not even have nothing to play for. So it might just come down to the fact that they just resting their starters. Honestly, that's what it may come down to. I don't know what Jay would vote this. I don't want to predict for him. I feel like he would give them the Jets a win, but I don't know for a fact if that would be what his move is. Maybe we'll see when he come back how he's doing that. But this is crazy. He got the Patriots at 5-12. I got the Patriots at 3-14. I can't believe I'm saying the Patriots are gonna have 3 wins this year, but their schedule is pretty stacked. It's pretty stacked. Okay, that's a bet, Jay. No worries. You good, dog. But yeah. But this is interesting. Shit, we still got a lot of coverage to go. Like, we definitely gonna break this up. I want to get the NFC East in because that's his team. And then we can definitely do a full breakdown of the other divisions. Because I still want to get to the AFC North. I want to get to the... Yeah, it's all good, Jay. I see your message. You good, man. I was like, what the hell? And I told you when we was on the prep, I said, make sure your I said, you gonna make sure your phone charged? Yeah, I got you, Retro. It's all good, though. It's all good, though. I think Tiffy B the Great might still being here. She'll forgive you. And my phone's at 100%. Damn. Well, we have been on here for a little bit. So I'm not surprised the phone died. We have been on here for a little bit. It's all good though, man. No worries. You've been doing great though with this coverage, so I can't get mad at nobody for getting on. We still got a lot of good we got the AFC North to talk about. We got the NFC East. I think another division that's gonna be good is the NFC. The NFC North is gonna be interesting. For my prediction, with I had them at 11 wins. What do you have them against the Cleveland Browns? Do you have the Jets winning against the Cleveland Browns, or you have an L? I said they would beat the Browns, but why do I feel like that game could be much tougher than I'm thinking it could be? I don't know why I feel like the Browns. Okay, you're going to Jets. All right, in week 18, we got we got Jets versus Patriots. Well, we got the Patriots getting swept here, so I know Jay the Kid got a W with that. So let's see. So Jay the Kid got the Jets at 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you got the Jets 13-4, Jay, is what you got the Jets. You got the Jets at 13-4, and that's not a bad record considering their roster. It's going to be a close game, though. Yeah, I agree. I've got the Jets at 1, 2, 3, 4. So we both got the Jets at 13-4 for different games, though. But most of these we agreed on, except a few. We disagreed on the Buffalo game, and we disagreed on the Kansas City game. But outside of that, we basically agreed on that. So I got Jets going 13-4. 13-4. And so if we're looking at this correctly, that would mean me and you both have the Jets winning the AFC East by a good margin too, by at least 3 games. And you had for me, you have the Bills going 12-5. So that would be a close race. Yeah. All right, so we got Jets 13-4, Bills 10-7, Dolphins 10-7, Patriots 3-14 for me. Jada Kid has. Oh wait, you need to invite back the guest star, or you good to load back up. I think you should be good, right? I meant to ask you that because you trying to get back in. You trying to get back in, right? Let me find out. I don't know if you need to invite back the guest star or what. And speaking of phone, my phone about to die. I don't know if he's what about I need to get? Okay, that's a bet. No worries. Okay, all right. We're gonna save the other divisions for next time. We'll let you guys know when it is. This is a great start. We spent like 2 hours on the AFC East alone, so we'll definitely clean it up next time in terms of like getting it more efficient. But I didn't realize that talking about one division was gonna be so detailed like that. So we'll figure it out for next time. But I'm off afterwards. We can get back. That's a bet. You just hit me up. All right. Well, if that's the case, clap it up for Jay the Kid, everybody. Yes, you do need to get back. You do need to get some sleep. Exactly. All right. Thank you, Jay the Kid. I appreciate that. All right, everybody. This is wonderful. Well, I'm going to chop this up and put it into a video form outside of live, so I hope you guys appreciate it. Jay the Kid, thank you so much for your predictions. We'll save this template and we'll get back to it tomorrow. And we'll have the rest for you. All right. Thank you, everybody. Jay the Kid, I appreciate you. Get some sleep. We out here. Prediction video. Thank you. AFC East. Thank you. Appreciate you, Jay the Kid. Everybody came through. Thank you, Conscious Beauty, for the resub. I appreciate it, Conscious Beauty. You guys have a good night. It was great talk, Jay. I had a great time talking good football, man. Great stuff. You get some sleep, my guy. Everybody came through to the stream. Much love to all of you. We out here. Be easy.